Hello there. We're going to talk about press-on nails today. False nails. Who knew that I would ever fall in love with press-on nails? I wear them all the time. They make such a difference. Let me tell you the story. Now, but wait. Before you leave, let me tell you that I'm going to tell you lots of stories today. I'm going to tell you stories about my individual rings and where they came from and how I got them, and my bracelet that I always wear. So it's not just going to be about nails, but I'm going to entice you by telling you the stories of these of some of my jewelry. Okay, so how did it all start? It all started with COVID. I was watching Kat Farmer, who I adore. She's on Instagram, and she was talking about her false nails or her press-on nails. And I thought, Kat Farmer, who's got the most style, she's even written a book about style. Kat Farmer wears fake nails? I couldn't believe it. And she showed how she put them on. She showed how she puts them on the train going to London, and she's been wearing them for years. And then I saw, was it Claudette of Blonde and Contour? She wears false nails. And then who was it? Rockstar Mom. Everybody was wearing false nails. And my nails were a wreck. I was putting, things on my nails to make them strong. I was putting nail polish on. I was doing everything. And my nails, they grow a little bit, and the minute they get to a beautiful length, they break. And it didn't matter what I did, they were breaking. And it was just, and I would put on nail polish before I'd do an Instagram live. But then the nails would break, and they were just a wreck. And so I thought, well, my goodness, if Kat Farmer can do it, I'm going to do it. So I looked online, and in fact, that's where I get all my nails. I've looked at where? I've looked at Ulta, and I've looked at Target, and I haven't liked they haven't had that much variety. So I went online, and I just so these are Impress by Kiss, and I started buying them online. And that's how this whole thing started. So I'm going to show you how I put my nails on, and tell you what the good, the bad, and the ugly, and tell you about some of my jewelry. So the good is your hands look fabulous. Your nails look fabulous. And you say, why do you need to have them look fabulous? It's so nice. I do it just for myself. I mean, I also do it for, when I do YouTube videos and Instagram, it's awfully nice watching me put on makeup with really pretty nails, as opposed to, breaking broken nails. First thing you're going to ask me, how does it affect your nails? You know what? I don't think it's good for my nails, but my nails weren't good to begin with. Does it make them a little drier? Yes. Does it make them a little weaker? Yes. Do I care? No. If I didn't want to wear false nails again, I'd just stop putting them on. I'd start putting oils on them, and I'd just let them grow out. But I'm loving it so far, and I wear false nails all the time. The only time I let like a day when I take them off. How do you take them off? Well, I haven't put them on yet, so we'll talk about taking them off. How do I put them on? What I usually do is after they come off, or after I take them off, I futz with them, and I peel off all the glue that's left, and like this, and I use polish remover, and I get rid of the glue. I use this on my nails and smooth them off, and then this is before I put my nails on, and then let me tell you a story. So when we were getting ready to shoot, my husband looked at I'm telling you, we're talking about real, and he looked at my hands, and suddenly I realized, oh my goodness, how old my hands look. Look at all the veins and the discoloration. So I went out and bought some makeup, and I wasn't going to tell you, but I'm telling you. When I was a little girl, I said that I would never have hands like my mother. I wouldn't have hands with all those veins and all, I wouldn't have old looking hands. I wouldn't have hands with veins. You know what? I've got them. In fact, I think I think my hands look more like my mother's in that, I have all these veins that are not really particularly attractive. So what I did was I put some face makeup on my hands so that I wouldn't scare you. Anyway, so, the funny thing is that when I was in my 20s, I used to make commercials. I used to make live commercials and act in commercials. I told you that this would be interesting. It's not just about nails. And I used to do hand inserts that my nails and my hands, what I'm doing now is I actually, when you buy these nails, they give you some wipes to clean your nails off, to get any oil off of your nails. As a matter of fact, I don't, I try not to get water on them before I put these nails on, and I try and keep them as dry as possible. I put on oil last night, but then this morning I try and keep them dry. And you wipe your nails off so that you get any of the roughage off of your nails, or any of the oils, any hand oils off of your nails. So I'm doing that right now. So I used to do commercials with hands it was not only, so my hands were that pretty and my nails were that pretty. I don't think that they were that pretty, but what I was able to do, and what I think you might find interesting, is that when you're a hand model, it wasn't just for commercials. It isn't just showing your hands or your nails. It's being able to put your hand in a spot in midair and hold it there and repeat it and be able to put it there. So it's not just saying, look at my hands. It's being able to find a pointed space and be able to keep it there and not move, and do it a number of times and go back to that point. So I used to do that. Now I don't think so. Okay, so we've used this. We've cleaned off my nails, buff them, and then what you do is you put the thumbs on last, because you have to use the thumbs to press on your nails. And with the what I'm using is the impress. They come with glue. It's part of it, and which is great, because with the other nails, with the other false nails, you have to put drops of glue on, and until you become proficient, you kind of sometimes glue your fingers together, but you get better at it. So, and you have to make sure that you put them on straight. So with this impress, you take off the covering and then you put it on, but make sure you've got it straight and not catawampus. So I'm being very careful to putting it on straight, and then you hold it there for, I don't know, about 15 seconds, and the movement of of pressing it on activates the glue. And you're going to say, how long does the glue work? That I get bored with my nails. I keep them on, they stay at least 10 days. And if they don't stay 10 days, you always keep your glue with you. So wait a second, I'm going to put some glue. Okay, voila. So I've got glue here. Now this is what I use to keep my glue. An empty medicine bottle. I've got my glue, I've got my extra nails, and I keep this with me all the time. If a nail falls off, you can usually find it. It's pretty obvious. I pick up the nail, glue it, put it back on, no big deal. So Cat Farmer keeps her glue in a Tic Tac box. I use this, it's because I don't have any Tic Tacs. I guess I could buy a Tic Tac box and use that. Okay, so this is what I put my glue in. I also wanted to tell you about, there's Kiss Nails and also Olive and June. Let me show you, excuse me. Let me reach this. So Olive and June also has press-on nails. Theirs works with glue. And you know what? I was looking at Target and at Ulta and wanted to get a lighter color for the summer, but I didn't have it. They didn't have it. This one is called, and I love it. This one is, what is it called? Obsession. And I love the color, and I love this also. So, and they also have some really charming designs. So look for Olive and June also. Let me put that away. Okay. Oh, and while we're at it, since we've got let me tell you about this ring. Well, so this ring, I bought it in Ketchum, Idaho, at a peddler's fair. And the interesting thing about it, it's an actual Tiffany ring. And the image is of a sundial, and it has a Greek saying around it that I used to know, something about not wasting time. But I was so thrilled to get a Tiffany ring in Ketchum, Idaho. And it fits perfectly, and I wear it all the time. So this is my Tiffany ring. Okay, next. So here's the next. So see how I take off the little plastic holder. So this might be an easy way for you to start with. And is this on straight? That's the thing, guys. You've got to make sure it's on straight, because suddenly you look at it and you think, my nail is on catawampus. It's not on straight. Okay, so I'm going to hold it. So these last about, now you're going to say, well, can you use your nails? I wash dishes, but I use rubber gloves. You've seen me, I don't know, if you've seen me on Instagram, you see me weeding, but I try and wear gardening gloves. I do dishes, I weed, I make beds, I do housework, and that isn't what it's like. It's almost as if your nails come off if you do nothing. I've awakened one morning and found a nail in my bed. And then you just, as I say, I just get my glue. So I've got this glue, and I actually bought some glue, on Amazon. And you put it on, and there you are. You put it on, and it's just no big deal. And these don't chip. That's what I found frustrating with my nail polish, is that they would chip. So you'd get your nails done, and they'd look beautiful for what, a day, two, and whoops, see, you have to be careful. Got to get it straight. Okay, there. And then they'd chip. And I hated that. So now my nails last so long, I get bored with them and think, well, I'd like to put on pink nails. Oh, that's the thing, is trying to decide, do you want pink nails? Do you want white nails? What color nails do you want? So that's the fun of it all. What you do is, before you even do you see how I've got these nails all set out? So that's what you do, is before you even start putting these nails on, you test them on your nails and see which ones are the right size, which ones work, which ones fit, and you put them here. And then, let's see, hold on. Look at all the other nails. So these are the ones that didn't fit. These are the ones that I put in here. And that if I'm out and about and they fall off, I've got another nail to put on. Let's see, I've got questions here. When you're putting them on, you want to go with a narrower width, because it'll stay on for longer. So you want to go narrower as opposed to big. I'm also going to file these down. Wait a second. If they're too long, like maybe I don't like the shape. Like this has like a point on it. It has a point. So I'm going to file it down. This, maybe I don't like the shape, so I'll file it. Here. What are some of the other things? So you make them straight. So I buy them, I go to the Kiss and the Impress website. I go to the Olive and June website. I was buying static nails because I think they have some beautiful colors, but then they raised their prices so that it was almost the same price of getting a manicure. So I stopped buying them. well, oh, now this ring, now that we've got this hand almost done, this ring my husband bought me from England. He used to go, my husband's a producer director, and he had his own production company where they made commercials. So he used to go, he did films and television also, but he used to go to London quite often. And he used to go to his tailor, Dougie Hayward, on Mount Street in Mayfair. And right next to Dougie Hayward was Yetta Stellman's antique shop. So he'd call Yetta before he'd be coming to London and say, please pick out something for my wife. And so he'd go to Dougie, his tailor, and then go next door to Yetta, and he would buy me jewelry. So as I was thinking about it today, I said, so what's happened? You haven't been to London. You haven't been, well, his tailor isn't there anymore. But so that's where this ring came from. So this is from London. This ring, this is called a Russian wedding ring. Wait a second. This is called a Russian wedding ring. And my husband was doing a film in the south of France called Picasso Summer. And they were editing the music track in and recording the music. And the song was created by Michel Legrand. And it's called Summer Me, Winter Me. And you can find it on Barbra Streisand sang it. And they were doing the recording with the Paris Opera, the Paris Conservatory, some really big deal in Paris. And he was with Michel Legrand, and he was talking with Michel Legrand's wife, and he noticed this ring and said, what a beautiful ring. And so she told him that she bought it at Cartier in Paris, and that it's a very famous design. It's a Russian wedding ring, and you'll see it all over now. They now make it in bracelets, in rings, in earrings. So this was from Cartier, and she said, I will go with you and we'll buy a ring for Sandy. And that's where this ring came from. So it's Cartier Paris. Pretty nice, huh? And I don't know how many years ago, a long, long time ago. All of these are very long time ago. So I've had these for ages, and I've been wearing them for ages. Okay, so we're getting there. See, I told you I'd entertain you with stories. I've gotten so much better at this because it's just like polishing your nails. The more you do it, the easier it gets. As I say, I think the Impress are easier because they already have glue on. And the glue seems to agree with my fingers, with my nails. It's kind of like gluey sticky, and it's easy. Did I get this on straight? Yeah, this is on straight. It's interesting. The big problem is deciding which color. Which color are you going to wear? But I think that this is a good way of starting is with Impress because it's so easy. There's already glue on it. Okay, please tell me it's straight. Okay, they're all straight. So now I can put on the thumbs. So as I say, it takes a little bit of time. These look a little narrow, but it fits. But you can see it's a little narrow. But if somebody's looking at your nails and telling you that they're a little narrow, they're too close to your personal space. Okay? I must say that whenever I wear my nails, which is all the time, I'm always complimented on the color, what beautiful nails you have, because they never chip, they never break. They're always beautiful. And so there's always somebody complimenting me. And it's really nice for me, I know especially during COVID, to be able to turn your hand around and look at it's really a treat to see beautiful nails on myself. So I hope you enjoy. I hope I've inspired you to start, trying these out. And I hope you've enjoyed my stories. Thank you for watching. I completely forgot to ask you to please subscribe and please ask to be notified. Forgot all about it. So busy telling you stories. See you next time.